We are linking that road to come and meet. It will meet the one that we are doing from Songo to Jodubega. So when that happens, why will anybody want to live in a place that even before you get to the office 3-4 hours? No. You still, if you want to work in Lagos, you will still do that.
But those border towns, part of their complaint usually is about security and transportation, linking the key cities. What specifically are you doing about that?
I can tell you on security, because for me, if you do not do the enablers, which is the infras, if you don't get it right, there can be no development. Anywhere in the world, it is there written. Any maybe researches, whatever you do, they will tell you that you need to put infrastructures in place. And what are infrastructures for me? Not beyond even the road that people are saying. Of course, your environment must be spot on, must be very neat. Security, without security, nothing can be achieved. Before we came, I used to say this, and please permit me to say this, even though we have more beyond that. People will say Ogun State is not secure, but today, Ogun State is very secured. Of course, security is not the thing that you will say, 100% nothing is going wrong. Look at what we do, we have now. Even the time they tried us, in the last maybe 3 years, we've not had any, and I repeat, I'm on camera now, any armed robbery attack on any of our banks, except for maybe about 3 months or so when they went to Agbara. They wanted to rob all the 14 banks there. But because of our APC, it's one APC that can do 180 per hour, 200 per hour. It can even speed beyond even cars. They were repelled with just one that is there in that Agbara. So they know that Ogun State is a no-go area, it's not a comfort zone for them. So now we're happy to report that companies are doing 3 shifts. Even our people, we're not there yet. By the time the road is fixed, which Amrapa will come.
One of the reasons, sorry to interrupt you, but one of the reasons why people have moved to these border towns is because accommodation is usually cheaper. A lot of people believe that land is cheaper there, so they buy the land and then, but oftentimes government presence is not yet there. So oftentimes you find that these people form little communities, they buy their poles, connect electricity, try to pave the roads. As a government, are you looking in those areas that are already developed, that are somewhat not properly developed, and trying to do something about it?
Yes, it is a failure of government and governance, really. We've surrendered, really. Even when you look at the artists that you've mentioned, you will see that nobody even refer or resort to government. They just do. They just build anyhow. No plan, nothing. Mm-hmm. Because government has failed. Have you seen anybody buying any land to say, I want to build in London? No. Or indeed you don't. Because all strata, everybody is taken care of. And that's why I ask myself every day. If you come here every day and say we have 62% of people working in Lagos, they live in Ogun State. That's the statistics that I'm giving you now. But these are middle and lower cadre. So I ask myself, what are we not getting right that we cannot attract those ones that even if you tax one, it's like taxing maybe 120 people. And that's why we now said, let's rejig, let's look at what we are doing, let's do it differently. And I'm happy to report that very close to you, opposite where they sell cows, where we call Kara, we're having a new city there. And I'm not just talking now. God's willing, by the time we finish that city, I don't know.
I think you spoke about this during the investment forum. But
yes.
Has work started?
Oh, yes, we're almost there. You know, the way things like that, it's not a project that we just do it 1 year, you finish. No. The investors, they do a lot of things. We are ready now, and God's willing, we'll move to site.
Okay, because I passed the regular and I keep looking to see what is this.
But you realize that we've moved all of those people away, except for those selling, because they have agreed, we are relocating them, they will go. And we are going to have a new city there. We call it Metro City, Mission to Rebuild Ogun State City. It's a massive thing. We are spending, it's not me, investors are spending about $40 billion there over a period of 10 years. So we have dot all the I's, cross all the T's. So any moment from now we'll be moving there. But no investors will come when they see that even your infrastructure, everything is comatose. Nobody will come if you are not secured, if your environment is dirty, if you don't have the necessary road, rights, tools and equipment for business to drive.
As you rightly said, it would seem that you've surrendered in all those other places where people have already built.
That's why we came up with a homeowners charter, so that it's an admission of failure. That, okay, so no problems. Somehow over the years, probably even when we were there too, we didn't get it right because people were just building. Because if government doesn't provide for them, they just do anything, and that's what is happening.
So apart from the home, where
yes.
we're very aware of that particular
yes.
project, where people were given their CFOs,
yes.
what do you intend to do about it?
No, we're doing it as we speak.
Can they still be redeemed?
No, we are already.
Can those areas be redeemed?
Every day they are being redeemed now. If you see what we are doing now, why will anybody want to go and build house? Because there's this huge deficit of housing. Mm-hmm. People want to live, really. And what are we doing now? The first thing to do before you even send them away from where they are, which we are going to do, really. I'm going to do it, they know. And they believe us, and that's one thing I have to thank our people, because they believe in what we are doing. So once I get to them, I tell them, but before you send them away, we are doing New Makun City now. Metros will be, yes, quote and unquote, for the middle, high, whatever. But New Makun will have everybody there. In Agbara now, anything we do there is sold out. So what we do, we want to recreate, we want to make sure that the way they believe they have to live, what they've been used to, is not the way. We are now telling them now. Because all of those people, you will see, they will have even no toilet, nothing. You don't even have access to. Mr. A builds his own, no access, no road. They put their car by maybe some 500 meters away, 800 every morning, they walk there. So that's not going to be acceptable. And that's why now we are doing what we call envelope urban renewal. What is envelope? Everybody have done what they haphazardly and what have you. Then you now go in forcefully. You talk to them, you recreate, you replan for them. You now say, okay, the way you build this house, okay, 1 or 2 houses will go to have access to do. God forbid if there's fire, if there's anything, that's what you see every day. Even Amraba will come there effortlessly because nobody can do anything. So that's what we're doing now. It's a deliberate effort that will not just take 1 year to do, no. It will not take probably even 4 years to do, but we have started and we are correcting those things. I don't know of how much time you have. I will take people around, you will see, and pictures don't lie. You will see what we are doing. We are changing the way our people live.
That's on the one hand. You talked about, raw materials, that your state is the base for raw materials. In fact, you spoke about an industrial hub.
Yes.
We do know that your wife is very keen on environmental issues. How are you ensuring that some of the materials that are taken away from Ogun State, especially raw materials, are done in a sustainable manner?
No, we're doing that. Indeed, I didn't know this, When we see all of this, our refuse, there's what they call industrial waste, which is different from the waste we generate on a daily basis. Mm-hmm. The one that is very key, very useful for all these alternative sources of energy, turning waste to wealth, are primarily those industrial waste. And between us, if we have this industrial base, why are we not taking advantage of it? Indeed, we are happy. They will say, some people have come to pack this, our refuse away. We are happy. We didn't know that. Wait a minute. We're losing. Because those that have those plants, they realize that they need those industrial waste. Unfortunately, we're happy with what I want to say, and I'm saying this with all sense of responsibility and without any intention, because where we are here, whether you are, and I'm even happy now, both Muslim and Christian are involved. Every day, Ogun State is the only state in Nigeria that have on a monthly basis what I call quote-unquote artificial population. We're about 7 million now. But on a monthly basis, you see us rising to 8-point-something million. People will come, Redeem is there, Nafsat is there, Mountain of Fire is there. Everybody, if you go to the axis of Songota, Winners is there. Mm-hmm. We carry the burden. They put pressure on our infrastructures. Mm-hmm. They come in like this, everybody, there's always
which can
traffic.
Also be good for your state.
If you turn it around well.
Yes.
Yes, and that's why we need to partner with them. For me, I don't care if we have 20 whatever by whatever hall or anywhere. Development is good for me. The more people that come to Ogun State, the better for me. Mm-hmm. But we need to streamline those things. When there's hold up on the road, everybody, the way we are. Mm-hmm. Everybody's here for 9 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. What do they do next? Of course, they litter the environment. We don't have this attitude of creating toilets everywhere. You see everything. We are the person that packs it.
That's on the one hand.
We need to take a quick break.
If they are there, all those numbers is good for us, because when they come here, they will drink, they will eat, they will even take transportation. So it's good for us if we manage it well.
All right. Well, we'll be back and take a look at more of the projects you're doing, and more importantly, hear from the people, because this project you're doing is for the people. So we'll expect your comments for the governor. Join us again.